Paytm is the other one which is on our radar. The board will meet today to consider share buyback.
Given the company's financial position, a buyback may be beneficial for their shareholders.
Alright, the big headline this afternoon is the complete collapse of the Paytm stock. It's down 17% right now down almost 80% from its issue price.
Shares plunged 27% at the Bombay Stock Exchange.
तो अगर आपके बिजनेस की परफॉर्मेंस वीक है, आपने एक बाईबैक भी कर लिया, फिर 6 महीने बाद आप फिर उसी और भी बुरे हालत में आ जाएंगे.
2022 taught me that line which says every pain carries a message, and it is not subsiding till the time period the message is delivered.
Hi fellow investors, welcome to the channel. In this video, we are going to discuss about the Paytm company as well as the Paytm stock, and at the end of this video, we could come to a conclusion whether is this the right time to enter into the Paytm stock, or we need to stay away, or we need to exit from the position if we already have a stake in that company. As we all know that the Paytm is the most used app in India right now. We could able to say the payment transactions before Paytm and after Paytm. Earlier, if we want to buy something out from a small grocery store, we could able to have a money in our wallet, but right now we could able to do those transactions with the help of the Paytm app. Paytm is not only involved in the Paytm transactions, which is also involved in Paytm Bank, Paytm Booking and the Paytm Insurance. Paytm is one of the most valuable startup in India in the year 2021 with a valuation of 18 billion. Paytm has a strong stakeholders like a Warren Buffett and group on the chain of bank as well. At the time of IPO, the Paytm stock was trading at 2,150 rupees. Currently, the stock is trading in between 525 to 530 rupees. At the time of an IPO, whoever is invested in the Paytm as a startup company are encountering a huge losses, which is almost like 70% of their money was already burned in the company. What exactly is happening with the Paytm? Why the most valuable Indian startup is struggling a lot to make money out from the market? Recently, the Paytm's management has given a buyback of stocks at a worth of 810 crores rupees on each stock of 810 rupees. Even after a strong strategy of a buyback, the company's stock price is struggling a lot to make good profits, and the company's stock price started falling heavily after the buyback from an all-time high to an all-time low. What exactly is happening with the company? Why the most of the investors are not really happy with the buyback method? Because like whenever the reason behind that is like most of the investors are not really happy with the method what exactly the Paytm management has followed. Actually, the buyback can be done in two ways. Either it could be an open market buyback or a tender market buyback. The Paytm's management has decided to go the buyback by an open market buyback. What exactly is the open market buyback? Open market buyback is the Paytm's company can able to buy the stocks in between the existing price and the higher price. For example, the Paytm stocks are currently trading at 530 rupees and the 52-week high is 810 rupees. So the Paytm's company can able to buy back the stocks from the novice investors and the investors in between 530 rupees to 810 rupees. At any price they could able to buy back the stock. That's called an open market buyback. And the tender market buyback is exactly the Paytm's company needs to buy the stock at a 52-week high, which is almost like 810 rupees. But the Paytm management has decided to buy the stocks in the open market instead of a tender market. So the reason most of the investors are not really happy with the method that the Paytm's company has followed. That's the reason even after a strong buyback has done within the Paytm company, the stock started falling heavily from an all-time high to an all-time low. And the second most reason is the Paytm is completely ignored the competency from the Phone Pay and the Google Pay and the Amazon Pay. Earlier at the time of Paytm, there was not much competition within the market when it comes to the payment transactions, but now the Paytm company has a huge competition with all these three payment apps as well. But all these reasons, Paytm's company is struggling. Paytm's company's stock is struggling a lot to give a good quarterly results as well as to give a good annual results. When it comes into the Paytm's fundamental analysis, Paytm companies is not doing really good when it comes into the net profit and net growth as well as the total assets. I have done a very thorough fundamental analysis of the Paytm company. I see everywhere a red marks with a negative valuation when it comes into the quarterly results as well as the annual results. And when it comes into the technical analysis, Paytm currently is trading in between 525 rupees to 530 rupees, which where we see a very strong support exactly at 530 rupees and exactly at 430 rupees. But as according to the market conditions right now, as we all know that the Adani company's stocks are heavily falling due to reason of Hindenburg report and followed by the Indian stock market. So I'm sure that the Paytm company's stock is going to downfall heavily at this point of time, even though there were strong number of buyers are waiting at that specific point where the company's stock is residing at. This company is consolidating from a longer period of time, where both the buyers and the sellers are trying to make an upper hand on this Paytm stock. But still, I'm sure that the company stock is going to downfall heavily from at this current price. So make sure you don't enter the stock right now as a fresh position, or if you already have the position in the company stock, make sure you wait for some other longer period of time. We don't know whether the company's stock is going to bounce back again. Thank you very much for watching this video. Have a happy, healthy, wealthy and successful life. Please make sure you subscribe the channel, you like, comment and share if you really think that this video provides a value in your life when it comes into the stock market. Thank you very much again. Jai Hind.